Hey guys, I'm back and a little sick, so I might not make a video. I just wanted to update you guys on—
Hey level you ass, want me to go? You could do it like LGR copped out when he was sick. It'd be great.
You know what, at this point I'll do anything to make views, so why don't you go ahead. By the way, this channel is sponsored by KFC. Get your bucket of chicken.
Well, with that fuckboy out of the way, and my amazing replacement voice in the way, make sure you all slap that motherfucking subscribe button so this dude can deadass leave this channel so I can review shit other than 5 versions of Puyo Puyo Tetris. But for now, that cringe lord of cancer told me to review a shitty controller, and he also told me to talk about build quality, compatibility with systems, and compatibility with games. So why not we get into the 8x Sense 30 controller, shall we? First of all, about that build quality shit. I felt it in my robotic hands and it felt just like a normal Sense controller, only better. The buttons and D-pad felt better than an actual Sense controller, and that was fucking sweet. 10 out of 10 already. Now allow me to waste your time telling you what brand of microwave this controller works with. If you hold the buttons in different ways when you turn the controller on, you can use different systems, and have the controller be shown as different types of input. Mode 1 is if you just hold start when powering it on, and that just shows as a regular controller. Hold start plus B lets you use it as a keyboard so it's easier to bind. Start and A allows you to use that arcade, if you still even own that piece of shit. Mode 4 is for those punks who root their Android devices and want to use the controller as a replacement for shitty touch controls. I won't show this off because Level's a pussy, so go look up that Linus Tech Tips video on it or something. And then mode 5 is just plugging both ends into your computer. And it's the same as mode 1 except you can only use it with Windows pieces. And it can charge your shit. This doesn't have to do with anything else, but I noticed on the back side of the instruction manual it's in Chinese. So I guess our first question was right, but it feels too damn good to be Chinese. But it is. Oh, and if you didn't already notice, this all uses Bluetooth to work. It's not hard. Just if you want to switch modes on it, you'll have to unpair the controller and turn it off. Then switch to the mode you want and have your computer look for it. Now for the real metal shit. The games. Now of course there's no analog stick on this, so some games might be limited, but I'll talk about games that work good and ones that work awfully. Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, that shit you're seeing right now, plays well. You only need to sacrifice one button and you can play the whole game with it. In fact, this footage is using the controller. Castle Crashers works fine, and one game I know that it worked but I haven't recorded footage for is West Hardo Double Barreled, which is basically the consequence system of Undertale mixed in a western old-timely deal. It's fun. Of course Lethal League works, which is good. It's basically tennis mixed with Smash Brothers. Have no footage though because it's a bitch to record. One game I was surprised wouldn't work is Action Hank. It doesn't give you options to bind anything, and since the Sense controller is set to keyboard and joystick controls that are different than modern ones, you're fucked. And it's too bad too. Action Hank is one of Level's favorite games for some reason. Now, I don't know why I'd have to say this, but somebody will ask, no, this controller doesn't work with first-person shooters, you dumbass. It should have been obvious. So no GTA, no COD, no nothing. Now, for the question you all know you've been asking. Is it worth paying $30 for like fucking Puyo Puyo Tetris? Well, it depends on what type of games you play, and if they are bindable. If you play 2D games that have easily adjustable controls, you will like this controller. Also, you can play with more than one person if you have 2 of these. So it's a good excuse to play fighting games one-on-one without shitty joysticks. Now see you next episode when Level does a live suicide. Hopefully.